So let's pretend we're in grass and we're going to step into a tracking box. This is what this is, teaching your dog how to track. So I'm going to get treats. Let's pretend that, I'm pretending like I'm dropping treats. I'm going to step into it, literally jump into it, set my first marker up, and it's sticking up in the air, right? So I know where my limits are. I go into the next one, all 4 of them, okay? I make a square, right? About this size. So now that they're all set up, I'm gonna go to my furthest corner, and I'm going to drop miniature hot dogs, a little bit of food that you're feeding. What are you feeding? Victor? Perfect. Drop a little bit, Victor. When I say a little bit, I mean like 3 or 4 each step. Drop, step, drop, step, drop, step. I'm gonna do that all the way around until I complete the entire box. Dropping, 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 and stepping in. Make sure I'm mashing the food and the hot dogs. Make sure I'm mashing it. Then, when I go to step out of it, right? So this is where I'm gonna step out, jump out. I do not want to leave my scent in the path, because then your dog's gonna run out the path. I wet it. You can either wet it before or after. The purpose of wetting it is to increase the scent of your body, okay? How long is this supposed to sit? 30 minutes before you bring your dog into track. These are what's called articles. So let's say you're out on the trail and you're running for your life, or you're running to evade the police, right? And you have a lighter or a cell phone in your pocket and it drops, let's say, right? So it's in your pocket, it's getting your odor on it. The person's running, you drop it. That's an article that the dog needs to indicate on. Say, hey, she was last here. Pay attention, she dropped an article. What was this article? It might be a clue to what the crime is, whatever it might be. We'll talk about articles later on, okay? So, fast forwarding ahead. So when you look at a dog, the ball's gonna look like this, right? You literally attach the leash onto the dog and run it through its armpit, right? And the first time you do it, you might need to take a step back, spinning around underneath you, just attach it directly to her leash and apply tension to it. So let's say she's here, the leash should look like this while she's inside the tracking box. So let's say she's in the tracking box, she's spinning around in circles, you simply pull her back and you can put it this way and keep her in between your leg to guide. As she's pulling forward, swap with her. Don't lead her, but pretty much let her pull. And as long as she's not pulling backwards, or excuse me, pulling backwards or spinning, keep applying a little bit of tension on the leash. A little bit more, a little bit more. If she starts to spin, simply pull her back and don't give her more tension. Don't give her more slack, okay? She's not supposed to spin, and she's not supposed to go backwards. Cool? All right, so she's tracking all the way through. She gets about halfway. Agitation. This is not something that ends off positively as well. It's not supposed to end off positively. So that's gonna be a test question. So she's halfway, I pick her up. She sees all this food still. Jump out, hey girl! I put her up. Why did I do that? Why did I pick her up before she finished the whole track? Same thing with bite work. Aggravation, so that she tracks faster, she pulls ahead faster. She knows that if she doesn't move fast, it's kind of like, I don't know, like, you've ever seen these prison movies that are eating like this? It's like eating so fast, it's like, man, you just throwing it in sugar or what? Because they know they're on a time limit. If they don't eat fast, they starve. Same thing with the dog here. You're teaching it to track quickly, so it gets that reward quickly, and teaches it to move fast on the trail. Once your dog is on odor, on the scent, dog's face should be down on the ground. It shouldn't be up in the air. That's an indication that your dog's lost the scent. When a dog tracks, his head is down. When a dog hunts, his head is up, using his nose and his eyes. Dog's tracking, this is simply using his nose on the ground, okay? If your dog's nose is not on the ground and we go to test, that's not a pass. If it loses track and it looks up and looks back down, that's good, you'll pass. But if it's literally tracking with his eyes, that's not good, okay? When you go to do tracking videos, simply send them to me, okay? Have your brother be the one to lay the food, simply watch him, make sure he does it right. What I would do is probably wet the ground first, okay? Set up the thingamajigs, have him step into it properly, make sure he jumps into it, and then place the food, nice and rich. You want to make sure it's rich with food, especially hot dogs. More hot dogs than Victor, because smell is what makes them go crazy, to run faster ahead. You don't want to go too fast. You don't have to have control, but you don't want them to go slow either. Okay? What else? Talk about articles already. We'll talk about that in another class. Okay. A thing called Johnny on the spot. Ready? Set up tracking box. Show me how to track. You're bleeding right now. You tell me what you're doing. Okay, before you continue, do you know what you're doing wrong?
I'm just walking.
Okay. The purpose of tracking is to find odor. Okay? You just walk around the tracking box. So what I want you to do, the first thing I want you to do, let's say you're coming to your track. Let's say this is where you want to start. Actual step over, right? Behind you. Going in any direction, I don't care. Right? And then set the next one up. Any direction, as long as it's not going crazy. Same thing. Same thing here. Let's step out. Okay? That's just how to lay your flags. I'm gonna go let them know.